Good morning, world. Back again. Some people call me poet, some people call me prophet. My presentation name is not for sale because the gift God gave me. You can't put a price on it. Take all those names, throw them away because they don't mean anything. The only name I want you to remember on this platform is Jesus, and that's the name you're going to remember when I leave now. I'll throw myself up on the cross today, sacrifice my life. I want it to be a constant life of giving. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to take nothing from nobody. But I want to share an experience with y'all, right? That I had many, many years ago. Because I told you, I got enough testimony. What you hear me say is not things that I read out of a book. You know, there's certain things that I have learned that you can only get and experience. So people cannot mimic anything that I do. You know, this is my personal testimony. But anyway, so I had a friend a long time ago, right? And the friend, right, we used to drink and get high. How you doing, brother? We used to drink and get high and all that all the time. So when God came in, excuse me. All right, thank you. When God came in, I'm sorry about always doing God's work. So when God came in and began to change his life, and this is many, many years ago. See, he was sitting there trying to give me information, right? But because I didn't want to change, it's called trauma bonding. So I would take the man's name, drag it all down through the mud, right? And so what it was, what that done to me, was I connected to an old version of who he used to be. And I tried to come and convince him. I tried to say, look, man, you think you better than I am? And the man told me something that was very profound. And you know what he told me? He says, yeah. He says, I don't think I'm better than you personally. He said, but I'm better than all that stuff that you still sitting down there doing because you don't want to change. You see what I'm saying? So I'm giving this to all my mirrors out there and all the people that have been chosen. You know, I'm giving you a spiritual tool that when you begin to change your life, you come up against a lot of resentment. People don't want to see you succeed. You know what I'm saying? And you have to want to see yourself succeed. And people will sit and they will say things that are very mean, ugly. And but you got to remember this is that whatever they're saying, I had a lot of people that were taking bets. I wasn't going to be here a long time. They're taking bets now. But what's going to happen is that when you begin to point your finger at anything that God is trying to keep your hands off God's word. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, there's a place, scripture says some people tread on scorpions and snakes and drink poison, and they live. And let me tell you who them, because this is a metaphor. I'm going to tell you who them scorpions are. Them the people that are stinging you with your tongue when you're not around. They sitting up right in your face. And them snakes are people that are slithering around in your life. You know, if you sit up, wherever you stand there and see what you're surrounded by, you understand that you'll know. You know, and drink poison, man, let me tell you something. Me and that man did every drug known to mankind. We was doing mushrooms and everything, man. Let me say, I gave him a call, right? The other day, man, his mind is like, it's like a computer, you know? So when God's got his hands on something, don't mess with it. Leave it alone. Don't touch it. But some people, they just don't get the message. So this is going out to, there's a lot of y'all out here. I know you're here behind beer bottles, all kinds of stuff, weed bottles. There's a lot of people, a lot of us that have been called, chosen. And so, like, I'm just saying that I want to encourage you, speak to you, let you know if I can come through it, you know, you can come through it. Don't let anybody come and tell you who you are. You know, while they talking, you just stay busy doing it, okay? That's how you defeat these things. You know, you're not, and you know, like if you connect yourself to anything, try to connect yourself to something that's doing better, that can show you a better way of life, you know. But it's called trauma bonding. We get attached to people because you know, any time that you use and you're doing any time that, you know, a man has not been created to take anything outside himself, you know what I'm saying, to make himself happy. I'm not gonna lie to you, I have a beer every now and then, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not doing a Jesus drink wine. I'm not encouraging you to do that. But as you can hear me speak, you know it's not affecting anything, any message that God has put inside of me to bring forth and give to you. You understand? So, you know, and I have to thank the people that came up against me, man, because they helped me put this coat of armor, you know. I know about 20, 25 years ago, I looked like I was 80 years old. You know what I'm saying? And so, but the proof will be right there. If people don't refuse to recognize it, that's on them. But a person is a reflection of their teacher. You know what I'm saying? If you want to see, take a look at people's lives. You know what I'm saying? And let me leave you this. If a brother bring a message, he'll carry one too. If they talk about them, they'll definitely talk about you. So don't worry about what people are saying. You just start working on yourself. Don't try to put people together and fix people. Let people fix themselves. You know what I'm saying? You can be a representation of them doing better with their life. But if I can come through all the stuff I came through, you can talk to somebody, they know. They know where I came from. And anybody that wants to deny and think that I'm that same man, where you're sitting in the same illusion that I saw him when I was dealing with him. So, no, that man has been crucified, slain, and I'm changing every day. God don't fix everybody in one day. That sin will fall off like a bad scab as you walk towards God. The sin will fall off. You know what I'm saying? So don't try to do all your work and one day take a shortcut. People that are taking shortcuts are going to wind right back up in the same place. So let it be written. So let it be done.